like Bill Gates coming to India and doing...
What is he doing here? I mean, they make chai. And then they're showing him flipping pans and... We're back after attending the pre-wedding of...
Yeah.
What is this?
They've put all the Bollywood buggers in a bus.
Everything is pointless. Mic check. This is pointless.
Welcome to another episode of the Pointless Podcast. Last week we talked about The Office, the characters of The Office, and we had too much fun. So we were like, let's do another one. And also because we couldn't cover all the characters, right?
Cover all the characters. I think we only spoke about Michael now.
Yeah. And I still feel like we haven't spoken about him enough. You know, even though like the whole...
He is such a jackass. He is. That's what I was telling you. Like it's like it starts with one of his problems, which he tries to resolve, but it just brings out another problem. But another problem. That's all every episode. It's one problem multiplies to 5.
keeps escalating.
Yeah.
But before we start, talk about like Bill Gates coming to India and doing...
What is he doing here? I know he's like a full-blown, that philanthropist / researcher / whatever. It's the craziest story. I told you, I watched it on NDTV / whatever the news is. I don't know what category that is even anymore. I kid you not, the description is innovation can happen in any corner of India, anywhere in India, in anything. I'm paraphrasing it, whatever.
Yeah.
It can even happen in the way they make chai. And then they're showing him flipping pans and... What is this?
And where's the innovation?
Like, they just want to insult us to our face. It's like... You guys really have nothing going on. But anytime like the news thing comes out, people are crazy about, goes a little farther that side also, being the nationalist shit. But let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's cover the middle part of it. But people are, even the rocket launches and all we did. People are super excited. Like people are tuning in to watch this shit, which is great.
Yeah.
But nobody says anything to that. It's like, Can you not hype those kind of... And this is some NDTV thing, which is so surprising. Like, you want to boost up this chai story. It's like, what? What is going on? It's like, there's innovation everywhere, even in making of chai.
It's more of an entertainment news, right? Because people are talking about it.
Yeah.
So there are two categories of people. One abusing Bill Gates and are wondering why the hell is Bill Gates collaborating with a guy who pours milk like this.
Yeah, and they didn't do that shot. They didn't do that.
They did not. So
he's come down here to talk about health, and this guy's like, get a load of this.
Sanitation. Did you see the comments?
I told you, it's like everybody is like, I don't see him drinking that chai. Did he drink the chai? I don't even see him mouth it. He just did like cheers kind of thing. Hey, to India.
Yeah. And then there was that thing, chai pe charcha, ready for chai pe charcha.
Yeah. And I came across another news where now this guy is trying to hype himself up. He's like, I don't know that was Bill Gates and some famous guy.
No, but he was not trying to hype himself up. He really did not know.
मेरे को बिल्कुल पता नहीं था. मैं तो समझा था कि फॉरेन कंट्री के बंदे हैं, इनको चाय पिलाना चाहिए, तो मैंने चाय पिलाया.
So this...
Yeah.
After the video went viral, people told him, hey, did you know he's like one of the richest man in the world? He's like, no, I did not know. They didn't tell me. I just thought he's a random foreigner and they want to shoot me. So yeah, I just went there.
I mean, you could have... When 20 trucks rolled up to shoot this, you should have had like some kind of hunch, like what is going on over here? No, they would have lined up some crazy crew.
I'm sure they would have paid him well, no? Like it's Bill Gates.
I hope so. I hope he's not thinking I would have charged him 800 that I don't. Because that's the whole gimmick of this thing.
I was watching one video in which they said that somebody reached out to Dolly Chaiwala. So Dolly Chaiwala, his chai place is right like on the street. It's a cartwheel on the street.
Yeah.
And he makes a lot of money. But he already used to make a lot of money. He'd already gone viral on social media, and someone reached out to him and said like, I want to start a franchisee of Dolly Chaiwala. Like I'll start cafes, I'll invest, and I'll use the brand name and create it all over India. And this guy refused. He's like, no, I'm happy selling tea on my cartwheel.
What?
Yeah. What is it called? Some kind of like feel good factor about himself. But I think he already makes enough money.
But isn't that the dream of a whole line of
Yeah,
people pouring stuff and following his footsteps?
you've seen how he gives cigarettes to people.
What part is this? He sells ciggies also on this. Right?
Yeah, so it's a proper chai shop.
Yeah, I've
So-
seen a shack. Yeah.
So there he gives cigarettes also. So if you ask for cigarettes, he'll be like wait, and suddenly he'll be like this, like this. The
Oh,
cigarette
is
will come
it?
right into your face, and you'll be like, oh fuck.
Dude, this, I don't know if we should jump into this. Okay, let's yak about this. Originally, it started with that Turkish ice cream guy. Who's the guy?
Yeah. Turkish ice
Yeah,
cream.
it got so big. Like there was even an ad, and there's also the. Oh, thanks for the subtle signal. But I'm thinking when I should look. Say, a few minutes back, like abruptly, I just randomly just. But with this, it started with this ice cream thingy.
Yeah.
And it got so big. I mean, everybody's done like spoof version, funny versions of it.
Yeah,
It's pretty much done at this point.
Yeah.
Now the next thing is like people, there are these random clips of some Chinese guy or somebody,
Yeah.
but it's like legit. They're doing some like a little bit of a stunt, like literally, like they toss something and it literally boomerangs back, like crazy.
Boomeranging the dosa.
Yeah, our guy, that's the whole trick. Hey, Macha, this is not a gimmick. That Rajika dosa I showed you. It's literally the slab, so 3 dosas are in a big slab. He takes the thing and then puts it into place and then slides the plate. That's the whole trick. That can't be a gimmick. Dude, you have to come up with a little more. You have to add a little more spice to this. This is lazy ass stuff they're doing, even with the. I don't know if you've seen the other stuff where they are chugging like bottles of mayo, bricks of cheese, and like bars of cheese, like a cheese bar. I don't know where you get these industry-sized like bricks of cheese, and they're grating this much cheese on top of everything. It's like. This used to be like this is from the US. This much at least I know.
Yeah.
You know where all these street guys, these food vendors, these trucks, what do you call
Food
it?
truck.
Food truck, yeah, that kind of thing. Like they lather up a little extra, what I say.
Yeah.
It's nice, but then most of their stuff is that.
Yeah.
A lot of mayo and cheese and all this.
Yeah.
We don't have anything that's like that. So now they've started adding it in chaat. Have you seen it? In like pani puri, samosa and all, they're shredding it away. Maggi.
Momo.
Momo.
I used to think that Momo comes with soup. I went to Delhi to eat Momo and I'm like, why the fuck are they pouring so much mayo on this?
Mayo, yeah.
Like that sucks.
Mayo,
But have you seen that gimmicky video where the guy is like opening soda bottles with some kind of gimmick and he drops all the soda and it breaks right on the video. It's so funny. Imagine this guy throwing dosa and like a mishap happens and dosa falls on the floor. So something like that. This guy was doing some stunt with soda bottle and it breaks. And it's super funny to watch.
They should NDTV should make a whole series like after all these years. Like look at the innovation in all these places.
I have seen a video where they actually interview these buggers. So if say for example right now Dolly Chaiwala has gone viral because of Bill Gates. They'll call him and interview him and talk to him. They'll they have this series called I don't remember the exact name, something like the stars of the internet or something, and they'll interview these fuckers.
Oh, I've seen a series. How did this bugger become a meme? Have you seen that? That's
That's I think Vice or something. How did Vice?
I think it's a foreign broadcaster, but somebody else. Not an Indian broadcaster.
Yeah. I think it's what is that blogging site?
Scoop Whoop.
The Western one. which is very famous. Like Scoop Whoop has copied the concept from.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
So they do that. I think. How did I become a meme?
We're back after attending the pre-wedding of.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's not even wedding. Imagine it's pre-wedding, and then there's
Right. So these foreign people they bring in, is it like, hey, we have the money to throw around to do anything, or are these people like fans or something? Like Rihanna and all, are they fans?
No, Rihanna is paid. Rihanna got paid apparently. I
No,
don't have-
they get paid. That I understand.
Yeah.
But are they? I'm asking, are they fans or is this like a publicity stunt of a thing? Like we can see the kind of people we can bring or something.
as in people attending the Rihanna's concert you're talking about.
No much, with this wedding thing only I'm saying.
Yeah.
See, there are like foreign actors and celebrities and whoever.
Yeah.
I'm asking, is this like a publicity stunt or are these guys like actual like real fans? Like if I'm saying if I had the money, I would go out and get somebody I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
Or I would get somebody to show that, hey,
No,
see
so
the kind of guy I can get.
I'll tell you. So these guys are so big and they have like such a long standing relationship with the film industry, with the Indian film industry.
Right.
Now the biggest names and the biggest entertainers of India are your friends and they are your guests. Now who do you call to entertain them? You call Westerners, right? People from Hollywood, someone like a Rihanna, someone like a Shakira, or like Ed Sheeran, right? By the way, have you seen that one time when Ed Sheeran came to India for one of his concerts? It's just a couple of years ago, and Bollywood threw a party for him, and they went crazy to click selfies with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are pictures of people grabbing onto him and like, behaving like how normal people behave with like Shah Rukh Khan and like Bollywood celebs. The Bollywood celebs were going crazy and were holding and rioting on each other to click pictures. There are photos and videos of that. People holding him, grabbing him in a weird way and him being awkward. Like it's super funny if you watch that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like that. That's the entertainment. Right?
Yeah.
The entertainment for these
Like,
buggers.
who do you call to entertain the biggest names in the entertainment industry? It's like a Rihanna.
Right.
By the way, they apparently paid her 50 crore Indian rupee, which is like, I think 9 million US dollars.
God.
9 or 10 million.
Yeah, I saw the whole budget was just 1,000 crores. 1,000 freaking crores, dude. What is the kind of money? And that is to throw around, not like an investment or anything. That's to, like burn pretty much.
Yeah.
Good God, can you imagine that? You can burn 1,000.
Yeah. Wow.
Jesus Christ, must be fun, dude.
One day I spend 1,000 rupees, like I'm like, fuck, the whole month's budget is gone.
I have come down so low because now recently I've come to the realization I should, aim at retiring on my own terms and like that, because I don't want to end up like Stanley forever targeting retiring and never getting there. I am every other day bringing the number down. I think started with some 2 crores or something, and then immediately it became 1 crore. Now it is at 40 lakhs or something. If I can reach 40, I'll jump off this nonsense. I'll screw this. 1,000 crores, it's just burning. And by the way, 1,000 crores in 3 days. No, it's a 3-day event.
Yeah, it's a 3-day event.
Jesus Christ.
You've seen that that clip where they've put all the Bollywood buggers in a bus.
In a bus?
In a bus.
For what? To from place to place to move them.
Yeah. So there's actual clip where these guys are coming and out of the airport and shit, and all of them are assembled in one place and they are climbing in a bus, like in a luxury bus, but still it's a bus, right? It's 70-seater bus, and these Bollywood celebs.
Can you imagine the egos of that? Like actors are like one of the most egoistic buggers ever.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why it's funny also.
Yeah, being like a failed graphic design only. I don't want to see another graphic design. I'm like, I am the like you could only imagine the level of ego actors would have. Like
Yeah.
even I've heard like stories in a set and all, like how if one guy doesn't like, they just tell them straight. It's like
Yeah.
that whole Dwayne the Rock and the Vin Diesel sort of a
Yeah,
thing. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they don't care. They'll make the whole story change. They'll
Yeah.
switch the whole shooting thing set
just
up.
to show their own power.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
show how maniacally egoistic they are.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah.
imagine being like crammed up in a bus and you're, gee, I'm with this jackass.
But they can't say shit in
They
front
can't
of the
say shit.
richest person.
Obviously, yeah. You get a ticket to see Rihanna for free.
A few years ago, there was a similar family event in Ambani family. I don't remember what family event. Like maybe his elder son's wedding or something.
Okay.
There was a photo that came out where these Bollywood, the biggest celebs, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Ranveer Kapoor, they're sitting on the floor and eating by their hand from the plate and shit. The kind of things Ambani makes them do. That's funny.
Literally jump through like hoops. Do circus acts only.
This 3-day event looks like that. It's
Yeah.
like everybody is their monkey and
I've never heard of this place. What? Monkey? What?
no, I'm just drawing an analogy. Like
I've never heard of this place. Where is this place?
Jamnagar, Gujarat.
You've heard of this place? It's a big place. What?
Yeah,
It's a big city.
It's a famous Gujarati spot. Like
Okay.
Guju people are somewhat proud of it because the Reliance industries, the refineries, and like really big industry
Oh,
is there. So
I
it was set up by the Reliance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what is this random locations.
Yeah.
So it's his.
It's Reliance estate.
Ah,
You can say the
I
whole
understand.
land is Reliance estate.
Mhm.
But like I don't know if you know this. What Reliance did? They reached out. They had a couple of years ago when Disney came to India and acquired Disney Hotstar, partnered basically
Right.
with Star for the OTT platform Disney Hotstar. That's when I think Jio reached out to them to get stakes or something, and they did not give them stakes. Okay, Reliance Jio,
Mhm.
right? So you know what this bugger did?
What?
He started his own OTT platform. It's called Jio Cinema. Purchased the rights of IPL, which is the most expensive rights, internet streaming rights,
Oh, give it away for free.
and then gave it away for free to
Right.
people. The viewership of Hotstar went down, plummeted to the ground, and all the viewership came to Jio Cinema because he started giving it for free. And Disney Hotstar's evaluation was $15 billion then.
Good God.
And the moment it plummeted, now it's like $3 billion. Imagine like 5 times it has fallen down. And now that he's created a kind of a monopoly in the market, or like taken their business, taken their evaluation, now they're merging together. Now
This is recent. This is
this is
it's
like
happening now.
It's happening now. A week
God.
before. So now, so that's like a master stroke,
Yeah.
Even in telecom, that's what he
That's
did.
what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because the telecom assets was so divided and messed up any
Yeah.
goddamn which ways.
Yeah,
They were, I'm not saying you don't need competition or anything, but nobody was servicing properly.
Yeah.
I can't remember, that time, like even
And it was so expensive.
it was so expensive and everybody was doing their own slabs on this nonsense. It was like one guy's internet is 800, one guy's is like 350. I'm like, what is this goddamn thing? It's like, and you know how many scams have happened related to telecoms. It's like that South Indian one. I forget the goddamn thing. It was the biggest. It was
2G spectrum or
yeah,
3G.
crores on crores on crores it was.
Yeah,
and
3G.
I'm sure it's still in a horrible place or whatever.
Yeah.
But that phone move was crazy because if I remember it right, these crazy buggers, at least these local buggers, were running out trying to get 2-3 sims. I don't know for what. What do you need 2-3 sims for? You just need one, right? Like I didn't know the craze behind getting extra backup sims. Like what's going to happen to the first one?
Yeah. And I think eventually they put a limit. When they got in Jio, they had put a limit of 2 per Aadhaar card. So they would check your Aadhaar number and see you've already taken 2. They won't give another one. Yeah.
By the way, this connects to a very like fascinating thing. Where people are like, oh, the government has too much information.
Yeah.
They know. They've been. It's like sometimes I wonder, like, because a lot of the times
Yeah.
things just get passed. Like, you don't even know what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
forget the extreme side of the politics where it's all drama and stuff. I'm talking like normal stuff, like things related to communication, that kind of thing. That never hits the news and all. Like,
Yeah.
you'll never know what's happening. Things will just get passed, and you won't know nothing
Yeah.
on that front. And people are like, oh, everything is connected. Like, there's nothing else you can give out. Like,
Yeah.
if I take my thing as an example,
Yeah.
like my phone number is connected to the driver's license, let's
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
My bank is connected to Aadhaar and PAN.
PAN.
And then what all can you think of? Like, anything you can think of in terms of number and email and ID,
They have everything.
they have everything.
They have everything.
And Jesus Christ, like, everybody is leaking this so much. I get calls from everybody, dude. Everybody. Everyone knows how much balance I have, how much loan I have, how much. As soon as I send one EMI out, I get a call. You want more loan? I'm like, I'm just trying to close this and not have, like a wound that affects my life.
Yeah.
But the connected thing, they all have, firstly, they all have everything.
Yeah.
And most of it is leaked. Like, everybody has.
Yeah.
I don't understand at all. Is there like I'm sure there's like a backdoor thing where you can just give a bag of money and just get like
Yeah.
10 crore people can contact.
There is.
No? Or else how are they able to get all?
The companies are buying data from here and there.
Yeah.
It's literally the same data.
I'm sure they mask it as like a research thing or whatever. They'll probably say it's like a maybe like a white paper thing, or we just want research because we are taking these data.
No,
but the data will have everything.
So email has become very stringent. So till the time you subscribe, it will go in your spam, or you can unsubscribe and stuff.
But if you've noticed, these days if you go onto a new site,
Yeah.
you immediately get a pop-up on the right that says, do you want notifications from this site?
Sure.
If you press yes, it immediately it automatically registered as you're interested in the site, and it will pick up your Gmail directly.
Yeah.
You don't have to go and be like, let me sign in and sign up and all this stuff.
That's why you never click yes there. But what I'm saying is, email still has some restrictions. If you're aware, you can probably kind of not give them your email ID, or even if you've given, you can unsubscribe from the mailing list and stuff.
Or you don't even have to look at it. It's not like a phone.
Because the mass mailer softwares that people use, those are very stringent.
Sure.
So, but this calling thing, that's not regulated at all.
Right.
Like, at least I would have blocked at least 5,000 numbers, and I still keep getting calls.
What are you saying? 5,000?
Yeah, 5,000. And I still, say for example, Axis Bank calls me for a credit card. I block today. Tomorrow they'll call me from another number. Tomorrow I'll block again. Day after they'll call me.
Today I got a call from a number I can't even, because of the whole, my client things. I at least now can recognize a US number.
Yeah.
This is such a crazy ass number. It's just some 15 random digits. I'm like, what is this? There's no bracket in the middle, that hyphen thing. There's no like a code, or it's just a bunch of numbers. Straight like some 12, 15 numbers. I'm like, what? Who is this? Crazy.
I think people calling from Skype. People can call your mobile from Skype, right?
Is it?
So I think
Skype ID. But even Skype ID will have some.
No, not Skype ID. So if I use my Skype to call on your mobile number,
Okay.
not on your Skype app, but on your mobile number. So it's a real
String
really
of just
long
numbers.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my
In my
God. Who's the
experience.
jackass trying to call from Skype? Now that's even more scarier.
Yeah, you should not pick up calls like that.
I couldn't, thanks to my old dumb phone. I couldn't slide to the end. It just got cut off. Speaking of these weird activities, also, it's like even on these journals like Scroll and all. I'm not even kidding around. Just go into the comments.
Yeah.
Macha, the top 15, 20 comments say 10 of them are advertising paid phone sex and this kind of stuff. Have you seen that? I don't know if they're bots. I don't know if these are people.
Mostly those are bots because
Literally shots of tits and ass and everything in between. It's
yeah.
like if there's 20 comments, 10 are
Yeah.
this one.
That happens on my Instagram stories. No matter what story I post, there will be 2 or 3 likes from these bot accounts that's about sex.
Right.
Like the name of the bot account will be come in my pussy or like see my boobs or shit like that. And
Not even like an on the nose thing.
yeah,
Straight.
yeah, no, like, there's no subtlety, and they're liking my story.
Yeah.
And then I'm blocking, and then if I post another story, again a similar account will like my story. I don't know how they do that, but I'm 100% sure it's bot because it's not. No one can do it manually. It's
Right.
some kind of bot
Yeah.
being used.
But for me the funny thing is it's not even it's not even their comment is like, you know, some it'll be so random, it'll be like interested,
Yeah.
available, it'll say stuff like that.
Yeah.
But some of them like actually interact with the post.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a post about, let's say, some politics thing, it'll be like a sentence about like politics.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this person's input. This person is I'm like, what is this?
They're hiring interns to do that. Then
That's crazy.
have you seen the Shark Tank India?
I've seen bits of it. I've seen the parts where they yell at people.
इससे वाहियात प्रोडक्ट मैंने जिंदगी में ना देखा है ना मैं देखना चाहता हूँ. मेरे को भगवान उठा ले, इतना गंदा प्रोडक्ट है ये.
They don't actually yell at people. Maybe sometimes there was this one shark that got kicked out after season 1. That guy used to yell at people and call them like ये क्या दोगलापन है.
सब दोगलापन.
Dogglapan is like hypocrisy in Hindi, and it's a bad word for that. And he got kicked out of season 1. In the season 2, he was not there. And then he actually got copyrights of the word Doglapan, and he released a book. You know, he copyrighted the word Doglapan and he released a book, Doglapan or something. And every now and then one of his clips will go viral about abusing someone or the other. But yeah, I mean, I've watched Shark Tank India, and I've also watched the Shark Tank US. The worst thing is none of these fuckers are actually shark. You know, like they don't fit in. Now in this 3rd season, they've called this founder of Zomato. That guy is amazing. I like him.
Okay.
And, I think 1 or 2 offers that he also gave were like really good offers. Like he gave one guy 5 crore, which is a good number, right?
Yeah.
And then the kind of things he says, it also makes sense.
Okay.
But see, the biggest problem with Indian television or Indian reality television is they'll dramatize everything. You know, like they need a backstory, like back weeping story or some shit. You know, like I was born in this. When I was born, my parents left me outside a temple, in a gutter or some shit, and start crying. They need that.
Right.
Then they'll put some really melodramatic music. If the show is about business, why don't you talk more business? You know, at least the common people. This is the first time you have an opportunity to, you know, educate common people of India about business shit, right? But you're not doing it right. And also, most of these sharks, their own companies are not profitable, and then they'll be asking people, "Oh, how profitable is your company? Oh, it's not profitable. How come this and that?" Like their own businesses are like running like shit. So that's the worst part. But now in the season 3, like I said, the founder of Zomato, and there are these. There's a founder of Oyo. I kind of like him as well.
Oyo guy is a young guy. No? Still he's a young guy. Has he even hit 30?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like because when he started Oyo, he was like probably 16, 17.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, now you know some episodes are fine and some of the sharks are fine. But by the way, do you know that a lot of Indian companies are fighting with Google?
Oh, they got delisted.
Naukri app got delisted. Shadi.com. So the founder of Shadi.com is one of the sharks on Shark Tank India.
Oh, I think he gave like a little speech or something. Also.
Yeah. He's.
But how? I know these platforms like charge a hefty this one and all that. And let's face it is heavily monopolized. Big time.
It is.
Android, you need Google. Anything away from Android, you need
App Store. Yeah.
These are your literally only 2 options. There's no other. Like forget the monopolized version of it.
Yeah.
How heavily is the fee structured? Because I know for a fact Apple charges crazy. Like you can't even make nothing out of it.
Yeah. No, so I'll tell you what the problem is. Previously, Google App Store used to charge them for getting on the App Store, getting
Okay.
your app on the App Store of Google.
Okay.
They used to charge, and then they used to charge 2 or 3% of every transaction happening on your app.
I
Okay.
see.
Now they've increased it straight to like I think 15 to 20%.
God, damn,
Or
from
15
2
to
to
23.
15.
Yeah. 2-3% to like 15 to 23%, and they have no other option. So not all apps have in-app transaction. So
Yeah,
say
that's
like
another thing.
like a lens cart wouldn't have in-app transaction, but
Correct.
something like any gaming app
Yeah.
or something like a shadi.com, they have or naukri.com, they have in-app transaction that they can do through Google apps. So those are the kind of apps that have been affected, because now it's not profitable for them at all.
Yeah.
So and then they don't have any other option, because on Android you have to. And even if I have a Samsung phone, right? So in Samsung phone you have Samsung App Store, but any Android phone by default you'll have the Google App Store, and
Yeah.
it is the default app to download all the apps.
The app thing. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
It's a great promising concept, but the apps don't. None of the apps make money at all. Nobody makes money, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's made money ever. Say.
Yeah.
Like this whole app model, it's like shooting for the stars and landing right on your basement. It's like anybody and every. Our purifier had an app in our last place.
Yeah.
Why is this required? I don't check how much water level you have. What is this? Like if you even see now the Tootsy ad, they're like, download the Tootsy ad and book an appointment.
Yeah.
You swine, can I not just do this online somewhere?
On your website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book an appointment for book an appointment. I'll download a whole app. Is this required? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a great idea to do this app version of every goddamn thing any which ways. I think these people need to act a little more smart and either jump to a web version of all these services or figure an online version that's way more, like a smarter way around this. Apps are the worst. It's like just the maintenance of this goddamn thing will cost you lakhs and lakhs just to run this nonsense.
I think there's this metric as a marketeer that you look at. It's called CAC. Do you know? CAC. So CAC is customer acquisition cost.
Right. Yeah.
So most of these apps, their customer acquisition when they start,
it's
when they launch,
way more. Yeah.
For the first 2 to 3 years, it's so high that they can't be profitable in the next 100 years.
Right. It'll be like 800 versus 50 rupees or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be making 50 rupees and the customer acquisition CAC will be 800, 1000, 1500, something like that. So something like, there's this app called Cred that I use to pay my credit cards bill.
Yeah.
Cred is famous. They make amazing ads. Everybody likes their ads. They make funny, quirky ads, get all the biggest celebs and shit. But then they're not profitable.
Yeah.
They've gotten into the buzz. They've gotten into people's phone. But the amount of money investor money that they've burnt to get into people's phone, and now they're just like bill paying or a UPI app, or like they're trying every way to make money, but they're not able to.
Yeah, apps. It's like, if I remember it right, that Indian guy who's in the US, who's like a unicorn or like a big startup guy, whatever.
Yeah.
The fascinating thing, he was explaining, when it's like a app, like the marketing you have to do, it's almost like 80 cents on a dollar or something.
Yeah.
That you shell out just on marketing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, it's like, I know these Meta guys and Google guys make the most money out of this market, because where else are you going to advertise? It's like it all has to go through this funnel of acquiring this customer acquisition nonsense.
Yeah.
You have to funnel all of them into this online ads only.
Yeah,
Where are you going to? Like,
yeah,
you have to this, and before you reach, get like one customer, say, who's going to pay up 20 rupees or something on your stupid app. It's like you spend 900 goddamn rupees
Yeah.
trying to figure out
Yeah,
where, even with the, enhancing your, reworking a product was not a joke, dude. Like, how much to build a sensible app, it cost you somewhere around, like in a market like Bombay and all, like 40 lakhs, I think.
Yeah. I think it. The thing is that with the current internet infrastructure, you can continue to build and continue to deploy on the daily basis.
Yeah.
That is the reason for most apps, something or the other keeps changing on a daily basis, every week, every 15 days, every month, and that is
Hey,
why.
but I'm saying, what is even the point? Like, I'm
There's
saying
no
you
point.
don't need that.
There's no point. There's no point.
Forget enhancing it, and
Yeah.
it's great. I mean, the process is great.
Yeah.
You can maybe do it, but if the app is useless, what's the point of changing where the button is?
There are only few, like, let's be honest, there are only few apps that you need. Apps like camera, apps like make phone and messaging and
Right.
WhatsApp, and all of those things are there. Now, if you're like taking investors' money trying to create an app, like, forget about creating a successful business. You're just maybe you're gonna get a highly inflated business, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is valued in
That's
at
what it's
$50
like,
million or something.
Because if you actually think about it, all these idiots want this.
Valuation.
No, they want this. What do you call this Apple model where it's like a bunch of stuff integrated?
Oh yeah. Integrated.
Integrated services. It's like they want to show that we have this, and we have that, and we have this. God damn it! Why am I not able to think of that term? But yeah, that's the basic idea. The idea is, see, if you come on board with us, it's not just this. Like, we have this, and we have that, and we have this, and we offer this, and we offer. The basic idea is to keep sort of upselling or cross-selling or whatever, some form of nonsense.
Integrated services.
Yeah,
let's just say.
Yeah. And it's like, but nobody has anything. It's like the Tootsie thing. Tootsie, do you need an app? What are you going to upsell from that? What are they going to? I'm sure they're going to. What are they going to do? They're going to then be like, we're going to talk about hygiene, and then now we're going to launch a toothbrush.
No, I think the rationale that in their head, the rationale is that once someone has downloaded the app, we are in their phone. Now we can send them push notification. Now we can find some way for them to with one tap bring them to our business. But it's not intuitive. It's not intuitive. I have Domino's app in my phone. But I still, if I have to order pizza, I'm used to Zomato. I go on Zomato and I order pizza.
Yeah.
Unless Zomato gives me 500 rupees off or some shit, I don't go to the Zomato app. There are so many apps that you'll see in your phone that you've not used for like 6 months, 8 months, a year.
You probably download them because the introductory offer was so big. Like, you were like, let's just, like, for Google Pay, they were like, we'll straight up give you 500 if you just, get a friend. Like,
exactly.
Everybody sent it, right?
Yeah.
Even for Uber, they were like, first 3 rides or 5 rides is free. Everybody sent it across.
Uber is still like, a useful service by an app.
Yeah. And again, with these apps, it's all, it's all crunching numbers and data. And so, like, it's an easier metric, to read. They're like, oh, we have 80,000 downloads this week, which is it's like a big number to throw around. It's like, yeah, but who's paying in this? Like, that's nobody. Well, forget that. Sweep that under the rug. Let's focus on this. There's this one funny skit by Kannan, that comedian, that guy.
Kannan Gill.
Kannan Gill.
He's actually funny.
He's funny. Like, he did a whole skit on this startup thing only, because he grew up in Bangalore. He's seen a lot of this shit. Matcha, every other week there's celebrities. Like, literally every other week there's like a weekend, there's a big party, and the company starts with like 3 people. Next week is like 50 people. The next week is like 500 people, and every
the year down the line, 50% is fired.
It's like crazy, dude. It's like you can even see this translating right now in the whole this tech downfall or whatever you want to call it. Like, they've over-evaluated themselves to a point where it's like, after this, like, I was even watching like a YouTube, like a small documentary.
Yeah.
Dude, these YouTube documentaries are becoming amazing. Have you realized that?
Yeah.
If Netflix takes 8 episodes to talk about like a 2-minute thing, these guys are doing the inverse. They're like, what can be stretched out for 20 episodes? They're covering in 20 minutes. It's
That's
so
the best. That's the
well
best.
done. Dude, people are killing it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck Netflix.
Yeah.
But I'm paying for that. I don't pay anything for YouTube.
Yeah. I actually pay for YouTube Premium, and it's
But see, even
it's
the
a
YouTube,
good experience.
Macham, but see, even the YouTube Premium model.
Yeah. It's really cheap, by the way.
No, but see see the two sides, how they make, either which ways they make. If you want the ads, the ad guys pay YouTube.
Yeah.
If you don't want the ads, you pay YouTube.
Yeah.
They win both ways. Google and Facebook is going to win. Any time you given we are going to spend on ads, Pacha.
Yeah.
We are just going to throw money on ads.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that's the crazy thing of it. Like, you know, the catch of it is that you, as much as you want to complain about, you know, the monopolized thing of the app stores and all the shit and the advertisements that they're getting money. But who else is going to list this nonsense?
Yeah.
Who else is going to where are we going to advertise?
Yeah.
Some Tinkle Digest are on the last page. I'll put download our this one say.
Tinkle Digest.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they've got all the eyes you can catch. And that's leading back to the whole saturation of all these things. Like the video I was watching, he was very smartly explaining. Yeah, they've hit, almost all of them have hit saturation. Whomever they can get on board, let's say Facebook, for example, now everybody is on board. What are they going to do now?
Yeah. No, that is one another reason that Mark Zuckerberg and say like what's his name, the richest guy,
Richest guy,
Bill Gates, or like Mark Zuckerberg, even Bezos comes to India and like interviews with all these Bollywood bugger, because even though our population is so much, like the penetration of internet still is like in single digit percentage. Like it still hasn't reached that level, you know. So the next big market is India. China is closed for all these platforms. They have replacement for Google, Baidu or something. They have replacement for Facebook. They have replacement for TikTok, Instagram, everything. So India is the only open market, the most populous country. So this is where they're gonna increase their number, right? So that is why they focus so much. Do you know Tesla has announced to open a factory in India?
Oh yeah, where?
Tesla, Apple has partnered with Tata.
Apple has been saying that for 4 or 5 years now.
Apple has already started assembling in India. They already have.
Where are they? Where is Apple coming?
I think somewhere in the south. Made in India phones, Apple phones are already started, but it's not actually made in India. It's assembled in India.
That's all the cases.
They write made in India. But anywho, Tata is actually going to start manufacturing apples, and then Tesla has also announced in partner.
Where is Tesla going?
I don't know, but they've announced factory in India. By the way, like, have you been seeing Jordan Peterson's ads?
He has some kooky ads. I actually saw that people saw a lot of his. I don't know if his people or just people in the US because he was heavily pushing this invest in gold nonsense. Apparently, so many people got duped in the US, like a big chunk, like a big percentage. Yeah, like a lot of those places were like just scams, saying, "Give us the money, we'll put it here." Like they didn't even exist apparently.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
and they were promoted by Jordan Peterson.
I'm just connecting these two. There's no.
It's not like he promoted
a scam. I'm not saying he promoted a scam platform. I'm just saying.
But he said buy gold
because of this whole pandemic nonsense thing with the whole. There was a bunch of banks falling apart and everything. So a lot of people are pushing for this. You know, buy gold. Gold is still the thing or whatever. Say.
I remember the rich dad poor dad guy.
Hey, what is his scene, dude?
He's crazy. That fucker is crazy. You should not.
He should have just kept himself in the dark only. He should have never gone on platforms and started talking.
He should have never.
This is the craziest bugger I've ever met.
He's the biggest chutia.
What the hell is this? Rich dad, poor dad. I've heard about this 12 years now. I think. I think ever since I started working,
20 years. And these Indian finance creators are recommending this book now for the past 3-4 years. It's the worst book. You shouldn't read.
Forget the book. What about him? He's the biggest jackass on the planet. He's talking about, I have some crores of loan because if I go down, the banks also go down. Who gives a damn?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
That's not a sensible.
Yeah.
You're the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
What the hell? You can't trust anybody. Seriously.
Yeah.
You really can't.
By the way, he got rich after his book got famous. Like he got rich from the book.
Yeah.
Before that, his valuation was nothing.
Deep Macha, but this is the thing we're going to connect later. But let's jump into it. This is the thing, the course thing. It's like, look how successful I am.
Yeah.
If you want to know how I became successful, read this goddamn thing, and that's the thing that's given him the money. It's like, what? So you didn't have a company or anything on this. No, this is the company. The book I am telling you made me successful is the company. Like what? That makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah. I think Naval has a really good quote on this. Something like, there are no get-rich-quick schemes. People selling get-rich-quick schemes are making money from selling
from
those
that.
schemes. Something like that. But that's catching up in India, right?
There are now so many clips of like really pavam guys. I'm talking pavam guys. Like this is the first time they've seen a suit in their life. They have that suit on and they're talking in Hindi or some local this one say, and they're promoting a thing. Have you seen these clips? They're like, oh, Talia, you want this? Next week you'll make 1 lakh, Talia. Talia. How does this work?
You've seen the funnel guy? I can teach you how to make a funnel.
After running 100 plus funnels and generating 23 crores in sales with funnels, I'm able to find the winning pattern of funnels which work 99% of time in the market.
But what funnel? Like marketing funnel? What funnel are you talking about?
Yeah. See,
I have 360 funnel templates.
No.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Everybody, it literally starts from that whole Dan Locke thing. Dan Locke is old. Now, mind you, Dan Locke is insanely old. This guy who's at Pune Bugger who drives a Ferrari and all, jackass.
Dev
Gadvi and all is relatively new. But see, all these idiots are shit is lead generation only. Which I don't get it at all. It's like, what the hell? So, what are you going to generate lead for your business, or you're just generating leads and selling it somewhere else? What is this shit? I don't get it at all. It's like everybody's like, generate high ticket people, get high ticket people, You only need 3 high ticket people. I'm like, hey, what high ticket are you? And then you see the examples and stuff. It'll be like a gym trainer. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, I used to sell my fitness program for 8,000. Now I sell it for 80,000. What? Who the hell is getting a fitness paying monthly 80,000? He's like, I have 4 high ticket clients now, and that's how I'm sustaining. So now, these guys' success story is whatever they used to sell earlier, they packaged it in a way to sort of polished it, packaged it a little better, whatever. Made it a lakh or something and got that's it, like 4 lead that they've gotten. These guys are giving them, I don't know how these, I don't understand, I don't get it, screw that. But it's like, but it's literally this. It's literally a nutritionist going, I used to give nutrition packages for like 10,000. Now I charge 80 lakhs. I'm like, what is this? Like, what are these stories? It's like,
by the way, I want to talk to the audience right now and tell them that if you follow a creator or an influencer and they are trying to sell a course, unfollow them. Like, stop following them, stop watching their content. If tomorrow we start selling a course, like any which way, nobody watches us. But like the point I'm trying to make is anybody who goes around asks, say for example, if someone, again, this is not an original thought or something, I've heard of this somewhere. So the thought said that someone asking for book recommendation is not serious about reading books. So someone, it's exactly like someone looking for courses. If you actually are serious about doing it, you'll sit and do it. It's like if I'm serious about starting a sneaker business, I'll start it. Maybe I'll fail, but I'll learn more than doing any shitty course. And if I go around looking for course, I'm probably more like I'll probably get scammed or something, right? Like I'll buy a course. Most of these people don't even complete those courses. You eventually end up just paying for the course and not even completing.
Yeah, even like Udemy,
not applying,
take the stats and all from Udemy and all. Like how many people even complete this one?
Yeah.
It was all, see, a lot of it was the whole hype around, everybody can learn any skill. Okay, yeah, sure. But who wants to learn the 8,000 skills and do fucking what?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's one. And second was the whole productivity thing.
Yeah.
And the third layer is, you be your own boss. I want to be someone else's boss. I want to kick someone else's ass. What's the point of being a boss? If I'm my own boss, like what's the fun of that? I want to chase a few monkeys around. Like, hey, do that thing I'm telling you. I don't even know. There needn't even be that work. I'll just make up things and tell, hey, do this. Just because I'm telling you. Just shut up and do it. That's the whole point of being a boss. Be your own boss and do what? What I'll do by myself. The Udemy stuff and all, if you see, macha, people don't finish anything, dude.
Yeah.
They sign up to 8 courses.
Yeah.
If you see their progress bar, it'll be like 2% or something. It's literally the day they signed up, they would have gone through one video and that's it.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Yeah.
But at least Udemy is also okay.
Right.
All I'm trying to say is at least Udemy is also okay, where you have genuine courses and stuff, and it's organized in some course, or doing a course free of cost on YouTube. Most of those things you'll find on YouTube, even on Udemy. Or there's, trust me, people trying to sell you and they're trying to show as if, oh, I'm trying to sell you something special. Just Google and you'll already find that thing on YouTube. There's nothing special about their course, and they're just trying to create a hype around it. That's what all sales.
A community, basically.
That's all.
The whole structure is build a community and keep selling to them. That's the idea.
Yes, that's the idea.
But it's fun for, because it really is like the way they present it, package it, and publish it all. It's so polished, and it really makes you seem like, oh, this is what you should be aiming for, whatever. But that's the point. The point is, this is polished and packaged and presented like that. It's not the actual goddamn thing at all. It's like that's not. It's like me. This is literally the thing. Okay? A day in the life of a graphic designer. And then I wake up, and then I show a latte or some shit, and I show a croissant, and then I go to I open up a nice laptop on the table at Starbucks. Then I show my iPad, and then I throw the sketch in the thing, and then I make the design. Then I say lunch, and then I go to a nice biryani place.
You're sitting with a hot chick drinking coffee,
whatever. And then I go back, and then in the middle of the day I'll be like, this is where I pull ideas from. Then I go, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? This is the packaging. This is never the work style, or it's so polished and packaged. This is probably maybe 10 designers may work like this. The rest of all work so horribly, it's like so unorganized and horrible and painful. Getting through this day, it's like Macha, it's almost like an ad. It's almost like an ad for Starbucks and iMac and iPad and
it's almost like a lifestyle ad. But
it's like a lifestyle ad, really.
But the point I'm trying to make is that none of the online courses have any fucking value. Any fucking value worth paying money is what I'm trying to say. No online course, because everything that they're teaching you can find out there for free if you actually want to learn. The fact, I'll tell you what really happens, because it has happened to me. I'm sure it has happened to you. It happens to everybody else. We are vulnerable. We see someone being a coder, and coder is full stack coder is making 100 crores a year or something. Oh, should I learn coding? I think coders are making
that's the point.
1 crore a year.
It's all hitting your insecurities.
Exactly.
It's always ads or any form of sales or marketing, whatever you want to call it. It's always targeting some form of insecurity. Either you don't have the looks.
Most vulnerable people get stuck. Like,
most vulnerable. Normal people get see, when I say insecurity and it's targeting insecurity, it can be anything. It can be the looks.
yeah,
It can be the money that you don't have. It can be the status that you don't have.
Yeah.
It can be whatever.
yeah,
But these are so common. You can hit anybody with any of these.
Yeah.
Everybody can fall for these things because everybody is, generally speaking,
Yeah.
insecure as hell. That's
Yeah.
the truth. Like
Yeah.
it's not that I'm so strong-minded. Or, no, I'll fall for nonsense
Yeah.
every other day.
Yeah.
I'll be kicking the ass pictures on Instagram every other day. Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. Like, if there's nothing of value that you cannot find for free,
Right.
like say for example, because I have done media studies from Mumbai, and I fairly worked in media, so guys in my hometown will ask me, bro, how should I go about pursuing media? Should I take admission in a media college? Some of them would want to make films. Like, should I take a film school? Trust me, there is no skill called film. There's no skill called business. I tell these guys, like, the 10-15 lakh rupees that you'll pay to the film school, make a film out of 2 lakh rupees.
Right.
Give me the 2 lakh, I'll make a film.
Right.
You'll be the director, let's make a film. I'll give you my camera.
Right.
And the amount of learning you'll do from just making that film and sending it to film festivals,
Yeah.
that school will not teach you bullshit. They'll just teach you theory. Same for business. The 20 lakh rupees that people pay in even if it's IIM, IIMs have just become like placement agencies,
Right.
in some sense.
Right.
Most people will go there, learn business, and do a cushy job. Cushy consultancy job, right? So, I mean, if I would have 20 lakh to spare, I would probably take 5 lakh out and start a business.
See, even with the IIM thing,
Yeah.
it's like that. What is that fallacy? I forget, or that trait,
Yeah.
which is that if you're smart enough to get into IIM,
Yeah.
you are technically just smart on.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like me who's going to IIM and then I become a smart person.
Exactly.
It's not IIM that's churning the person into it.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. If you convert me into goddamn Zuckerberg or some nonsense, I get it. But if I'm already going in as fucking Zuckerberg, what are you even doing then?
I think there are two problems with that whole shit. One is that, especially in a country like India, there are so many people. If someone wants to study in IIT, they should have a place in IIT, even if they're dumb. Number one.
Right.
It's like if I'm a young Indian guy and I want to study in IIT, I should have a seat. I think something like an education people should have a choice. But first of all, it's so limited seat. It's like every year 12 lakh or 1.2 million kids pass out from 12. And there are only 1,000 seats in IIT, and that too in top 2-3 IIT is like 400-500 seats. So 1.2 million have to compete for those 400-500 seats. So obviously the best gets filtered out.
Yeah.
It's not like the institution itself is creating. It's just
Right.
doing the work of filtering.
Right.
And these fuckers will be successful anywhere.
Either which
Because they're already, smart, and they're already
That's right.
hardworking, and they're already driven. And then again, they don't. Most of them don't become successful.
Yeah.
Only a few of
It's
them.
mostly for the badge of it.
Yeah.
It's the badge of
Yeah.
honor that I studied over here. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what works. So yeah, I mean, coming back to the point, like, do not trust creators, influencers trying to sell you online course. There's nothing of value in any of those courses. People give real value for free. If you're actually willing to learn, you will figure your way out. And whatever you want to do, just do that shit, and you'll learn way more in way less money, and you'll not get scammed.
Do this, like if you want to pay for stuff online, the smarter buggers just do extra of whatever they're doing on a Patreon.
Yeah.
That's the other way around.
Yeah.
Don't be selling a course.
Yeah.
Why not do this?
Yeah.
Do whatever you're doing that people are enjoying or
Yeah.
people are attracted
Yeah.
to, and do more of that.
That makes more sense.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you really think you're adding value or giving value or something. Yeah, you can put a little more behind a small paywall.
Yeah.
And see, even the paywall thing, they can unsubscribe.
Yeah.
First of all, the Patreon, I think the tiers are not. You can even set it up for $1, $2.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than this whole let's build a 10 lakh people community. It's just insane. And you can even tell that a lot of times it's dropping.
Yeah.
Because they'll have 2 million, 3 million subscribers, and their watch will be like 2,000, and comments will be even more lesser, because everybody's like, what am I watching forever? Like even if they're selling something and it's packaged or whatever, how many do you think you can get through? 10 episodes, 15 episodes. After 20 episodes, you'll be like, what am I even watching? Like it's I know for a fact he's going to plug in his whatever that plug-in thing is. And at least if it says that whole tab of it's a paid endorsement, or this is a this is part of a promotion thing, at least then it's fine. But if the whole thing is tricking you slowly into becoming a community member who will eventually buy something, then I mean, people are going to lose out in episode 5 only. Like, forget it. Jesus Christ.
But anyhow, I think we've spoken about a lot of things in this episode. But yeah, I think the Office Part 2 we'll do next time. We already covered a lot of shit in this.
Hey, lastly, unnecessary one. Extra. I don't know if you've seen this one. Food farmer. This one guy online. Have you seen him? Indian guy. Apparently, he left his US.
Yeah. I've seen him. I've seen him.
He's just picking up packages.
Vegan
and
guy.
saying this has palm oil, this has this oil, this has sugar, and getting lawsuits thrown at him.
Oh yeah. That guy. But he became famous from that. He actually spoke about Bonvita, and people started kind of abusing Bonvita. And then Bonvita asked him to delete the video.
Right.
He made another video on that. Then Bonvita sent him the notice. Then the government sent notice to Bonvita, and Bonvita actually reduced the amount of sugar in it.
Good God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, some real change he got.
Yeah.
But
do this. Don't sell a goddamn course, you jackass.
But now that guy has also become like, if you see his new content, he's become, it's like he's caught onto that thing and he's just like poking holes in everything.
Yeah, but what else can he do? That's what I'm saying. Like, the last video I watched, he was like, let's get 20 lawsuits or something. Like, that's literally what this thing is. And he has a lineup of products that he just figure, this has palm oil, this has palm oil, this has palm oil. I'm like, hey, what the hell is this? Literally, this is the third video. But that's what I'm saying. It gets so saturated so quick. It's like, but that's the cycle we are caught in. Like, we have to churn up some nonsense.
I think let's try not to do that, even if we get famous, and let's be like, let's challenge ourselves. Most people, what they do is, so if you get famous doing one thing, you're like, oh, I become famous doing this one thing, let me continue to do the same thing and the same style and the same. I mean, if ever something happens, let's be like, fuck it, we'll do something different. But anywho, let's stop rambling and subscribe to Injaras, where you get to watch us on YouTube.
New course coming out next week.
We're going to be available on all the other podcasting streaming platforms.
Follow us on Twitch.
We are going to hire an intern to do all that shit, because tomorrow morning we have to go to our shitty jobs, full-time jobs.
I don't have to go anywhere. I slave for my home.
Yeah, at least I get to sit in an AC office. This guy.
Oh yeah, I can't sleep also. It's goddamn heat.
Everything is pointless.